Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today we're looking at 15 games that achieved absolute perfection. Perfect 10 out of 10 scores. These are the games that show just how powerful the Switch can be, whether you're playing on your TV or taking them on the go. Let's get right into it. Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake brings two legendary RPGs together in a beautifully modernized form that honors their roots while refining their design for today's players. The remake uses the stunning HD 2D visual style made famous by Octopath Traveler, blending 2D pixel art with 3D lighting and depth to create towns, dungeons, and fields that feel both nostalgic and alive. Gameplay remains faithful to classic turn-based combat, simple, strategic, and satisfying, with smooth pacing that encourages exploration rather than rushing. Each battle feels deliberate, relying on timing and resource management instead of flashy combos. The story of Dragon Quest I sets the foundation of the series' world, a straightforward yet timeless adventure of courage and legacy. Dragon Quest II expands that world dramatically, introducing a party system and a broader, interconnected map that rewards curiosity and planning. Together, they form a seamless journey through the origins of the genre, thoughtfully rebuilt for the modern Switch experience.
Party members can learn the spell or skill associated with the scroll. And with a multitude of scrolls to collect, there's lots of variety and flexibility. Mini-medals appear in many Dragon Quest games, but for the first time, you can also find them in Dragon Quest I and II.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door on Nintendo Switch is a masterclass in how to blend humor, creativity, and heartfelt storytelling into one seamless RPG experience. The game's distinctive paper art style gives every location, from bustling towns to eerie ruins, a personality that feels alive and handcrafted. Battles unfold on a stage where timing and precision matter, each move performed for an invisible audience that reacts to your success or mistakes. It's turn-based combat, but with rhythm and flair, rewarding skill as much as strategy. Outside of battle, exploration is full of clever puzzles, secret passages, and transformations that make creative use of Mario's paper-thin world. The dialogue is sharp and witty, giving every companion and villain a sense of individuality that elevates even the simplest quests. Beneath the humor lies a surprisingly emotional journey about discovery, friendship, and courage, told through some of Nintendo's most charming writing to date. A true 10 out of 10 experience. Fire Emblem Three Houses stands as one of the most rewarding strategy RPGs on the Nintendo Switch, blending thoughtful tactical combat with deep, character-driven storytelling. The game places you in the role of a professor at an elite military academy, where you choose one of three houses to lead. Every student has distinct personalities, ambitions, and fighting styles, and building their skills through lessons, training, and support conversations is as satisfying as the battles themselves. Combat plays out on intricate, grid-based maps, where positioning, terrain, and team coordination make every move matter. Between missions, you explore the monastery, forming bonds, managing resources, and uncovering secrets that shape the fate of the continent. The narrative unfolds gradually, balancing moments of quiet reflection with intense political tension and moral choices that carry real consequences. It's a game that rewards patience and planning, turning each victory into something personal and hard-earned. A true modern classic.
Only a fool challenges me.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on Nintendo Switch is a sprawling, meticulously crafted JRPG that balances epic scale with personal storytelling. Set on the war-torn continent of Ionios, you follow 6 young soldiers from opposing factions whose lives become intertwined by forces beyond their control. The game's combat is a real-time system with deep strategic layers. You manage a party of 6, seamlessly switching between characters, executing combo attacks, and activating interlink transformations that merge 2 characters for powerful abilities. Each character's role, attacker, healer, or defender, can be specialized and customized through an expansive class system, giving combat a rewarding depth that encourages experimentation and mastery. Exploration is equally engaging, with vast open fields, hidden ruins, and vertical landscapes that invite curiosity and reward diligence. Outside of battles, side quests and character interactions enrich the narrative, making every journey feel meaningful. Themes of war, mortality, and freedom are woven naturally into both story and gameplay, giving emotional weight to the characters' personal struggles while the grand conflict unfolds.
Phantom Slap! Crash down! Don't die!
Repeal! Tissue healing transformation. Time to get crushed!
Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch 2 reinvents the series by expanding the traditional track-based racing into a vast, interconnected world that still preserves the precise, exhilarating mechanics fans love. Players navigate sprawling environments, from bustling city streets to icy peaks and desert canyons, using karts, bikes, and other vehicles, each with unique handling and acceleration. The game keeps the core thrill of drifting, item management, and strategic boosts, while layering in new opportunities for exploration, hidden shortcuts, and dynamic environmental hazards that reward careful observation and timing. Multiplayer races feel chaotic yet fair, with up to 24 racers competing simultaneously, and single-player modes offer challenges that blend skill, route memorization, and clever item usage. The story emerges naturally through the living racing world. As you progress, tournaments, rivalries, and seasonal events create a sense of progression and continuity, making every race feel meaningful. It's a perfect mix of mastery, fun, and depth that elevates the series without losing its charm.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Nintendo Switch offers a masterful journey through imaginative, gravity-bending worlds that redefine what a platformer can be. Both games share the same core DNA. You launch Mario into orbiting planets, navigate spherical and irregular surfaces, and solve puzzles while collecting power stars to progress. Each level introduces unique mechanics, from zero-gravity spins to creative power-ups like Bee Mario, Cloud Mario, and Yoshi transformations that keep gameplay constantly fresh and engaging. The second installment builds on the first with more complex level design, inventive boss encounters, and expanded companion interactions, enhancing both strategy and fun. Outside of gameplay, the story is simple yet compelling. A classic quest to save the cosmos that balances charm, humor, and moments of genuine awe, without ever overstaying its welcome. The HD visuals and smoother performance on Switch 2 make the galaxies feel alive, letting you fully appreciate the artistry and polish that make these entries timeless platforming masterpieces. Hollow Knight Silksong on Nintendo Switch is a masterclass in precision platforming and atmospheric storytelling, delivering a Metroidvania experience that feels both expansive and tightly designed. You step into the agile role of Hornet, navigating the haunted kingdom of Farloom with acrobatic fluidity, weaving combat and traversal together through her needle and silk abilities. Every encounter demands careful timing, pattern recognition, and strategic use of your tools, whether confronting swarms of enemies, tackling punishing mini-bosses, or navigating intricate environmental hazards. The interconnected world encourages exploration, with hidden paths, upgrades, and secrets rewarding curiosity and patience. Storytelling is subtle yet compelling. Through environmental cues, NPC interactions, and small narrative beats, the game builds a sense of mystery and wonder without forcing exposition. Combined with hauntingly beautiful visuals and responsive controls, Silksong offers a seamless fusion of challenge, discovery, and artistry, making each victory feel earned and every corner of its world worth exploring. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Nintendo Switch is the definitive expression of the series, balancing accessibility and depth in a way few racing games achieve. The game lets you choose from a massive roster of beloved characters, each with customizable karts, bikes, wheels, and gliders, allowing for nuanced adjustments to handling, speed, and acceleration. Tracks range from classic circuits to inventive new courses filled with anti-gravity sections, tricky jumps, and hidden shortcuts that reward exploration and precision. Item usage adds chaos and strategy, turning every race into a blend of skill, timing, and opportunism, while the drift and boost mechanics make each turn a satisfying challenge to master. Multiplayer is a highlight, offering seamless local and online options that keep races intense and engaging. While there's no central story, the diversity of environments, from underwater tunnels to soaring skyways, creates a sense of adventure and spectacle. The game excels at giving both newcomers and veterans moments of triumph, whether nailing a perfect lap, exploiting a shortcut, or pulling off a clutch item play, making it a timeless, top-tier racing experience. Astral Chain on Nintendo Switch is a standout action game that combines high-octane combat with methodical investigation in a cyberpunk setting. You step into the shoes of a rookie officer in an elite task force, tasked with defending a sprawling city from otherworldly creatures known as chimeras. The game's defining feature is the dual-character combat system. You control your protagonist while simultaneously commanding a tethered legion, using the chain to bind enemies, chain attacks together, or navigate the environment in acrobatic ways. Each Legion type offers distinct combat styles and traversal abilities, allowing for dynamic strategies that keep battles fresh and satisfying. Outside the fights, the game transitions into investigative gameplay, where you examine crime scenes, interact with NPCs, and explore the city and the astral plane to uncover secrets. The narrative unfolds through episodic missions that weave together into a larger story about survival, identity, and the link between humans and their legions. Fluid combat, striking visual design, and a layered gameplay loop make Astral Chain a deeply engaging and polished experience. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch is a landmark open-world adventure that redefines exploration and player freedom. You awaken in a vast, untamed Hyrule with minimal guidance, encouraged to climb mountains, glide across valleys, and investigate forests, deserts, and ruins at your own pace. The gameplay emphasizes experimentation and adaptability. Weapons degrade, environments react to elemental interactions, and survival mechanics like cooking, weather adaptation, and stamina management shape your approach to challenges. Combat encourages strategy over repetition, blending stealth, archery, melee, and physics-driven interactions to solve encounters creatively. Shrines, puzzles, and hidden secrets reward curiosity, while the main quest gradually reveals its narrative through environmental storytelling, memories, and character interactions, rather than overt exposition. Every discovery, whether finding a hidden plateau, scaling a distant tower, or mastering a shrine, feels earned. Its seamless combination of open-ended exploration, smart mechanics, and quiet storytelling makes Breath of the Wild a deeply immersive and timeless experience, capturing the essence of adventure in every step you take. Persona 5 Royal is a masterfully crafted JRPG that blends stylish turn-based combat with deep life simulation mechanics, creating a world that feels alive and reactive. You take on the role of a high school student by day, balancing studies, friendships, and part-time work, while by night you explore the mysterious palaces of distorted hearts as a phantom thief. Combat is tactical and rewarding, encouraging careful planning, exploiting enemy weaknesses, and combining your persona's unique abilities to pull off spectacular team attacks. Social interactions and skill building directly influence your strength in battles, making everyday choices feel meaningful. The story unfolds gradually, beginning as a quest for justice against corruption and evolving into a nuanced exploration of identity, morality, and rebellion, with each character and relationship adding depth to the narrative. The mix of school life, urban exploration, and heist-like dungeon runs, paired with striking visuals and a dynamic soundtrack, makes Persona 5 Royal a richly layered, immersive experience that keeps you invested in both the world and its characters.
It's been a while since we last fought, but this time...
Persona! Go down!
Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 delivers a sprawling, futuristic RPG experience that perfectly blends narrative depth with open-world gameplay. You step into the shoes of V, a mercenary, navigating the neon-lit streets of Night City, a metropolis alive with danger, intrigue, and opportunity. The game excels in offering player agency. Dialogue choices, skill progression, and cybernetic enhancements all influence how you approach missions, stealth encounters, and combat. Gameplay merges first-person gunplay, melee, hacking, and gadget usage into fluid encounters, allowing creative approaches to every challenge. The world is densely packed with verticality, hidden alleys, side quests, and NPC interactions that make exploration endlessly rewarding. Storytelling is rich and branching, presenting high-stakes narratives about survival, power, and identity, while giving secondary characters meaningful arcs. On Switch 2, the game balances performance and visual fidelity to ensure smooth traversal, immersive combat, and cinematic moments. This combination of freedom, depth, and polish makes it a standout RPG that rewards both careful planning and bold improvisation. Super Mario Odyssey on Nintendo Switch is a masterclass in 3D platforming that redefines exploration and creativity in the Mario series. You journey through a variety of richly designed kingdoms, each filled with unique platforming challenges, puzzles, and hidden moons that reward curiosity and experimentation. The introduction of Cappy, Mario's sentient hat, transforms gameplay by allowing you to possess enemies, objects, and environmental elements, opening up inventive ways to traverse levels and solve obstacles. Each kingdom feels alive and distinct, from bustling urban streets to serene natural landscapes, enhancing the sense of discovery. Precision jumping, clever use of Cappy's abilities, and environmental interaction keep the platforming fresh and satisfying. Local co-op lets a second player control Cappy, adding a layer of strategy and fun. While the story follows Mario's classic quest to stop Bowser, the real joy comes from the journey itself, the freedom to explore, and the delight of uncovering secrets in every corner, making Odyssey a thoroughly engaging, polished, and timeless 3D adventure. Donkey Kong Bananza on Nintendo Switch 2 is a playful and inventive platforming adventure that reinvents how players interact with the environment. You control Donkey Kong as he barrels through diverse landscapes, smashing obstacles, uncovering hidden paths, and using his strength and agility to overcome environmental puzzles. The game introduces Bananza transformations, which grant DK unique abilities: speed bursts, enhanced strength, or aerial maneuvers that change how you approach traversal, combat, and hidden collectibles. Each level is densely packed with secrets, verticality, and interactive elements, encouraging experimentation and rewarding exploration. Combat is intuitive but strategic, as you combine environmental interactions with DK's moves to clear obstacles and tackle mini-boss encounters. The narrative, while lighthearted, gives context to DK's journey alongside companions as they pursue a mysterious, powerful artifact, providing motivation without slowing the pace. With seamless co-op options, dynamic level design, and a satisfying blend of destruction, agility, and puzzle solving, Bananza captures the charm and challenge that make Donkey Kong platformers stand out as enduring Switch experiences.
The ground, and most things you can get your hands on with incredible force. Destruction can lead to discoveries, so set off a chain reaction and see what happens. Dive punch. Unleash a powerful punch.
Hades 2 elevates the roguelike formula with fast-paced combat, deep progression, and a rich narrative woven seamlessly into gameplay. You play as the immortal princess of the underworld, navigating perilous realms and facing dynamic enemies while wielding a versatile weapon of Night, whose abilities can be upgraded and combined with boons from gods to create diverse, personalized combat styles. Each run challenges you with shifting layouts, strategic enemy encounters, and environmental hazards, rewarding skill, timing, and adaptation. Beyond combat, the game shines in its storytelling. Interactions with a vivid cast of characters, layered world building, and narrative threads that unfold gradually give context and weight to every encounter, turning repeated runs into meaningful experiences rather than mere repetition. Exploration, experimentation, and mastery feel satisfying at every level, and the game's polished visuals, fluid controls, and dramatic encounters make every battle both tense and exhilarating. Hades 2 strikes a balance between challenge, discovery, and storytelling, delivering a roguelike experience that feels rewarding, dynamic, and entirely alive on Switch. And there you have it, 15 perfect games that represent the absolute best experiences you can have on Nintendo Switch. Each one earned its perfect score by delivering something truly special, whether through innovative gameplay, incredible storytelling, or just pure fun. Smash that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching.